Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. When I was saying that, I was like, I wonder how many times I've said he's 12 when he's 13 and not realize that I've still said it, even though a lot of times I catch myself one way or the other. It's April and he turned 13 in March, but I still I still seem to be living in backwards land and going through it and saying that he's 12. I think at one point I was even going back to where he was 11. It's amazing how our brains process things and put certain aspects like in the can't believe category, or just can't process it to say it correctly. I don't know. Anyways, so he had a pretty good day, except for it started very early. He yesterday we had sirens for tornado warnings, or bad storm, flash flood, something. Just bad storms all around. And as far as I know, in my immediate area, we didn't have any tornadoes. It was just completely bad weather, heavy winds knocked down trees and things like that. But I also haven't seen all the news reports that come in either, so I'm kind of assuming I'm correct or guessing. But Owen handled it beautifully yesterday, but he woke up this morning around 4 making sure that everything was going to be okay and that he was going back to school today, and that the sirens weren't going to go off again, and all his people were fine, and just all of that kind of stuff. So once something like that starts, it's the trickle down effect of he wants to make sure that everything is going to be okay, and it can randomly happen like months from now. Like he'll wake up and talk to me again about the excuse me, sinuses are driving me crazy. He'll randomly talk to me about things that have happened like this over the years. So I expect it to continue to go on. But that's how he processes and learns, so I get it. But anyways, he was in a good mood and everything, and then they said there was going to be a 2-hour delay this morning, so the kids weren't out waiting for buses in the rain and the storms. So that once again threw him off, and he gets very anxious when he has to wait. Even if he knows he's going to school, it still is one of those process things that's hard for him to handle, or he wants a schedule when he wants a schedule, and I completely get it, but it's hard for him to understand that things change quite frequently. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Owen's finally through his sinus stuff. He got the early bloom things happening, And me, I'm like, it's happening more for me now than it was earlier on, but not nearly as much as he had. So I'm glad his moved on. Glad his moved on. We are almost there. Just gonna make another little doodad here. But when he came home from school, he sat with me and he just was very hugs, and just stayed with me a lot. Wanted to play games and everything. It was a great day, even though I, for whatever reason, woke up. It probably has to do with the fact that I woke up extremely early and went to bed extremely late. I couldn't fall asleep last night. I was quite cranky, but he had a good day, and that makes this mama happy. So, okay, I am gonna leave it at that. All right, so I sign O for Owen. Hopefully he sleeps tonight. L, he wants to go to his grandma tomorrow, so. And B, and I always tell him he has to sleep so that he can go. All right, thank you so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.